Welcome back, guys, to the Oliver acreage. Today we are going to work on the 880 project. Get ready to show you guys here in just a second. I have to put a main seal, rear main engine seal on. So we'll come in here and I'll show you what we got going on. Working on our 880 diesel. It's a 1958 model. I am converting this over while I have it apart. It had the old cork style seal that's sealed on that face right there. So we're going to convert it to this lip style seal. So these fleet lines, starting out with the 66, 77, and 88, Oliver used a cork style seal, rear main, front main engine seals, that this piece gets put on this crankshaft right here and sits up to there. And then on this face right here, this face here, there was a cork seal, and that would sit up against this face in this housing, and this housing would be on there like that. And this piece that had this cork was spring loaded, so it could fluctuate in this housing. Well, in the day, that was all the technology they had back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, up into the 60s. And then later on, I think it was in the later 3 digits, maybe into the 100 series, I forget which, but they come out with this piece of cast that would fit a lip style seal, like today's seals. And so this seal goes around this crankshaft and will sit and will seal on this face of the crankshaft. And theory has it that this cork will break down eventually. Like, say you don't run your tractor long enough, often enough, that cork inside here would tend to dry out over time, and then it wouldn't seal as good. And so with this lip style seal, it'll run a lot longer. And then also you can put a speedy sleeve around here if there gets a groove in there. So I'm going to update this to this lip style seal and get it put on here. I got a gasket for this because, I mean, the Waukesha blocks were pretty well all the same. Some of the later blocks, they had dowel alignment pins that would be like right here, and so that's what that extra hole there and there is for. But this block is an early enough block that it doesn't have that. So I'm gonna get this gasket greased up, and then I'll clean this face up here and get everything ready to go together, and then I will bring you guys back. Okay, so we are back. I'm ready to stick this on here. I put Permatex on both sides of the gasket, put grease on the gasket, also put grease on the crankshaft. Where can I set you guys? Right there, maybe? What's going on? And I got my bolts oiled up, some of them. You do have to use longer bolts on this housing versus the old housing. Come on, seal. Because of the added thickness from the There it went. Because of the added thickness from the cast iron plate. There's that. You got to make sure to get the gasket captured in the bolt holes too. I think the original, in the 880 parts book, it shows like 5/16 by half bolts, and I think these are 5/16 by 3/4. I think that's right. I think they're 3/4 bolts. So, and then, I mean, it's just a matter of drawing them up. I did put a little bit of hydraulic oil on the threads just to help them have some lubrication. But if you do decide to do this, any 4-digit Oliver that has a Waukesha in it, I believe will work this cast piece. I'm sure the one for the GM is different, and the Hercules and the 2150 and 2050 is probably different. But like your 1855, 1955, 1950T, 1800, 1600, 1650 should all be the same, I think. Don't quote me on that for sure. And somebody will chime in probably here on the comments, hopefully, and whether they've used it before. The front main is a different story. This being a diesel, it's a 1958 model year, so it has the Bosch injection pump on it, so it has a different cover than the later 880s that used a Master pump. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe whenever they switched to the Master pump, I think they switched to a lip style seal on the front main like this one. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I could be wrong. But my front main, I got a kit, and I'll do a video on that probably. I got a kit from Corvus Oliver that still lets you use a cork seal, but then you can also use a lip style seal in front of that as well. So we'll get that video done one of these days, because I got it, I think, pretty well ready to go back together. It's as simple as that. So that, my friends, is how you switch over from the old cork style gasket over to this new lip style gasket for that front main. And like I said, is pretty much standard for all 4-digit tractors. This style is, and then everything, your 2 digits, your fleet lines, supers, and 3 digits will pretty well all be like that, unless it's been converted already. So the seal is a Chicago rawhide 541546 dash US, if that makes any difference. May just be the fact that it's a USA made seal, which I hope it is. Dash USA, excuse me. So with that, I guess I'm going to call this video here. If you like the videos, I guess, found them interesting, go ahead and hit the like and thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like, I have more content coming out on this 880 project in the coming future. Get this motor all put back together. We will see you guys on the next one.